Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got an armor mod currently with my character here. This is the Secret Service armor recreation. So what this mod does is it takes a Secret Service armor, which I believe is a Fallout 76 thing. I remember seeing it there. So I imagine we're recreating it from that. And we're taking it and putting it here into Fallout 4. Now, in Fallout 4, this armor has a huge amount of customization. Like an absolute ton of customization. Obviously, it's very cool looking armor here as it is. I have a gunner version right now because I found it on a gunner. Like, that's how that went. You might have even seen that in my previous video. So we have the gunner version of the armor here. This is how you find it. Gunners are wearing it. It's like souped up combat armor, right? It's kind of the deal here. As you see here, we have all of these pieces equipped to my character here. They're strengthened or whatever. I have the vault suit underneath. But you do have a wide variety of pieces here. So you can't craft this for yourself. You do have to find it out in the world, like combat armor. I'm not sure if you can find legendary versions or not. But there's a huge amount of customization we're going to have to go through with this particular set of armor here. It does look quite nice, though. I do like the look of the armor. Never really got it in Fallout 76. Never played it Fallout 76 that long to get the armor in that game. But it does look nice here. There's a little bit of clipping there with the holster and stuff. That's optional, so we can take that holster off. If that clipping bothers you, you can get rid of that. But other than that, it looks nice. I'm wearing the CBB body here, and it seems to be doing just fine with that, right? And obviously, it probably will look good on my male mannequin here. But let's take a look at what customization we could do to this armor. So obviously, by default here, you can make it buttressed. Buttress, what a funny word. So we could just make it, you know, the most defensive. I guess depending on which way you're looking, hardened is technically more physical resistance, but like different levels of resistance here, you could technically make it all the way as resistant as you possibly can, right? That's probably a good idea. Buttress there. So if we just make all this buttressed, that'll help a lot. So that's obviously, you know, 25 on each of our resistances, or 21 on these arm pieces, but 25 on some of these, like a 33 on the chest. Strong armor, right? It's all good. So there's different pieces do different things. There's all kinds of different miscellaneous mods to all these pieces as well. So right now, it's all gunner, right? And it's got a decal and a color. So you can change both of these separately. So like I could keep that gunner decal on here, but say I make the armor gray. Now I have to go in here and make the armor all gray. Disabled headlamp, we got a headlamp. We'll get into all that, right? But we got gray on all these pieces of armor here. There's also black and Brotherhood of Steel black. We'll compare the color differences a little bit later on in the video. But I just want to show off that you can leave those gunner decals on here and then change the color of the armor and it will stay the same. So like it's still gunner version, just with gray. Did I miss a chest piece? I guess that's the gray. It's just like a darker gray. You know, personal preference on your colors there, right? Like if you like the gray, if you don't like the gray or whatever, right? Or the decals you want to rock. Like if you want to, I believe the Secret Service armor is gray normally. Like that's the kind of like the default color, but we'll go to black here on everything. And then we'll put no decals on so we can kind of look at the default look of the armor here. You can also change the lenses here of the helmet. We'll show that off here real quick with black. We'll go kind of like an all black look, which is pretty sick. And then we'll go more into individual pieces and what you can do to customize those. So it does take one oil, I guess, to change the color here, to mention that. It's not like that's like a hard cost or anything, but it is something. It does cost, you know, something more than nothing. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have the Secret Service Under Armour. We should equip that too. So we have the Secret Service Under Armour here. It is the gunner version. We'll take all these pieces off real quick. I forgot about the Under Armour part, but we do have the Secret Service Under Armour here. This is just a basic suit, right? You know, you can also change this to shielded lining, get that even more full armor. You could change that look there. So it's, I don't know what changed about this. Maybe it's like prepared for full armor. I'm not really sure. That's kind of a weird. You can put a decal on, no decal. Let's just make that black because we're gonna make it black, match the rest of stuff. But it's a basic undersuit, but it works fine. You can do it with the vault suit, with whatever. We're going to leave the Secret Service set on for now. We'll make all this stuff back on here, if I remember how to do it correctly. I believe that's all the pieces. There we go. We're blacked out now, which looks pretty sick. It's like this particular set looks sick. I mean, the helmet is not. Why does the helmet look gray still? Did I not do the helmet? The helmet is still gray. That's why. I was like, why is the helmet still gray? Because I left it at gray. Now we're like, you know, super dark stormtrooper ass looking. This is a cool set when it's all put together like this. This looks really nice, right? This is a really nice looking set of armor. I do want to mention it's a very large mod. It's like 180 megabytes. Like it's a chunky armory boy, but it is the only armor set you'll need. Now, some of these, there's still a chest decal on there, so we should mess with that a little bit. I wanted to kind of make it cleaner. But all different kinds of decals we can mess with here and stuff too. But not super worried about the decals. So that's the black look, right? We got one more color to look through here, though. This is going to be a long video. You should prepare your butts. because we got to go through all these different little options here. So if we go to the Brotherhood of Steel Black, I just want to see what it looks like in comparison, because the other black was just, you know, black. And then I don't, what's the difference between black and Brotherhood of Steel Black, right? Like, that's kind of the question for me. Put no decal on here, so we can put, like, obviously you can mix and match details. You could be like, oh, I want an America decal on one shoulder, like the Gunner decal on the chest, whatever you want to do, right? Like, you're allowed to do that, okay? So this is the brother. Oh, it's red and black. All right, red and black. That makes sense. It's like a Brotherhood of Steel Outcast colors, really, more than like Brotherhood of Steel, just by its default. Now, I do like the black look the most, so that's what I'm gonna put on all the pieces here. But we got different things for each different piece. So, like as you see here with the visor, it's currently set to up, so we can put the visor down, which will cover your eyeballs more, so you don't even see these black lenses. But they're there still, I promise. And then we have headlamps on here as well. We'll put a bright one on there just so we can show that off. I don't know if that's going to work. I think maybe you need a separate mod for that to get the head pieces going. We're going to test it out, right? Like I'm raw dogging it kind of here, right? Like just throwing out what I got, and then we'll see how that works, right? So let's make all these pieces black here, and then we'll kind of go through the details one by one on all these pieces. So we did a little bit of helmet stuff here. This black look is nice. The visor is down, protecting your eyeballs. Look very sick. Does the headlamp work? It seems to, right? That definitely... Is it coming out of my face? It's definitely coming out of my face, right? In first person, you can see it better. Wherever you're directly looking, you can pull your Pip-Boy up, and it doesn't really change where your head. This is a bright one. You can change the color of all that and all that as well, as you saw in there on the helmet, right? You could put no decal on the helmet. The helmet doesn't get decals. It's not cool enough. You could do recon visor, recon on the face, night ops, like, you know, night vision goggles. Put those up for right now. We could change the headlamp red, for example. That's just the helmet, right? So I got red flashlight helmet here. It's kind of doing some weird stuff. It looks a little weird, I think. I just don't think the color red looks really nice. It's not particularly dark right now either, though. But we also have that recon visor on, or the night vision goggles, right? That's kind of cool look, right? You can mix and match those different varieties on your, whether they're down on your face or not. And you can change the color of the lenses. Obviously, only applicable if you're not wearing the visor part over your eyes. But that is a cool effect, right? That is a very cool looking thing. I prefer maybe like visor down here. Just like, I like that look is my personal preference. And I would obviously just go with bright headlamp, but you do have all these color options in here as well. So let's take a look. What are we going to start with? I guess we'll start with the chest piece next, right? Buttress, right? The most thing. You can do whatever you want here, including a jetpack. And you can change the flames of the jetpack, which is really cool. That's extremely cool, right? Like I want purple flames jetpack. As you see, my character now has a jetpack. It does work. Apparently, the mod author did list that uses a lot of AP though, just to get up on top of this roof here. But you can absolutely put a jetpack on here, which is a cool effect, right? You could be super badass, but it does take a lot of AP. You can customize the flames. The mod author did also say that like there's a broken issue, so if you use like a modded weapon, I don't even know if I have a modded weapon on me right now, but if you have a weapon out, like a modded weapon, certain modded weapons anyway, will cause your character to T-pose when jetpacking. That's just a known issue. It's just going to happen. I'm not really particularly showing it off here, but it is a deal. But the jetpack is cool, right? If you want to do that kind of thing, right? If you want to go around, you know, with a jetpack. I think it's a lot. It looks like a lot on your character, but, you know, the functionality of it cannot be beat, right? Like, being able to fly around with whatever color you want is kind of cool. Whatever color flames you want, right? Red, purple, orange, green, blue. But you can also do all the regular normal stuff. You can make it ultralight because the armor is quite heavy, right? So maybe you want to think about that. Or you want to make it, you know, have better drugs, right? Or decrease staggers and stuff. I'm going to make it ultralight for my purposes. You could also put a carrier on it, which is already currently on there, which adds plus 50 carry weight, which is cool. I don't have Basher right now, but this does really cool effects. This is better reloading speed with shotguns, extra reloading speed with double barrel shotgun, slightly increased damage with melee weapons. Different kind of play styles. And then assault here, better reloading and lower sprint AP when consumption when using rifles. So this is all your bolt action rifles, you know, your handmade rifle, your combat rifle, all that stuff. Demolitionist, better reloading speed and plus 2 agility when using explosive weapons. Plus 50% less self-inflicted explosive damage. These are really cool perks. Like, I really wish more mods added more cool armor sets here. I think I'd take the carry weight personally. I want to see if they look different, though, I guess is really the deal here. Does this carrier look different? It doesn't actually... I guess you're carrying all those mags on there? Is that? And the grenades? Does that actually look different? I'm going to figure it out piece by piece, you guys. I'm kind of raw, you know, doing it raw. So let's say we put Demolitionist on there. It did look different, the belt and stuff. Yeah, this has definitely got different belt, right? This has got a bunch of grenades on there. here real quick, I'm going to give myself the Basher perk just so I can see what that one looks like. So I go into perk strengths. I would like Basher. I think I need rank 2, but we'll just give myself all the rank of Basher just in case. So we can just slap that on there real quick because I want to see what that one looks like. Because it's the melee one, which is kind of an interesting one. CQB. It's kind of melee. It takes shotgun shells, which is an interesting thing. It does probably put shotgun shells on here. You have a big rack of shotgun shells, but you do have a shotgun here. Does this make it reload faster? I mean, not a huge amount faster, but it definitely is faster. This is the double barrel, which is supposed to get even extra benefits. So it is kind of nice there in combination of all that stuff right there. This is a nice set of armor. I like that customization option. You got a knife on the back. You got different things if you want different things, right? Different playstyles would use different pieces, right? If you wanted to use shotguns and melee weapons, that CQB is the one for you. Carrier is kind of like the generic, all good for everybody one, but I do like that one a lot too. Extra carry weight can never harm anything, especially with the armor being heavy. I like the look of it the most too, personally. So what else do we have on the chest piece here? I can put a decal on here. We got the gunner. You can see the decals kind of on the screen there. Yellow Enclave or White Enclave, I imagine. The Great Khan decal, the Legion, the NCR, which is the two-headed bear, the US Star, right? I guess we'll put the NCR decal on there, just so you can see what it looks like on the chest piece. It is colorful. It is nice. It's not the most high-resolution decal I've ever seen, and I think the armor looks cleaner without decals. Like, my personal preference would be I wouldn't have any decals on at all, but there's options there. You could, you know, mix and match whatever one you want to do there. I think that covers the chest carrier, so I think we're going to go, we did the helmet, the chest carrier, now let's do the arms, okay? So we could do braced, all the normal armor mods, right? So, like, stabilized, weighted, all that stuff. Ultralight still, aerodynamic, muffled. Muffled is a good one. I really do like muffled a lot. That's kind of one of my favorite ones. Brawling, if you're doing that melee playstyle or whatever, you could have like brawling with like the CQB one and all that stuff. But let's put muffled on there just to say we do. We're all darked out. So there's different logos here for a miscellaneous decal and then like a standard decal. So you could put like, for example here, let's put like a Legion decal on there, and then we could put like a Misty Towel White Commonwealth US flag, sure, throw that on there. And then we'll go to the other arm. There's the left leg. Where'd my other arm go? Sometimes, you know, it moves around because it gets renamed. So this is still buttressed. Let's go with still muffled, right? That's kind of my particular style. Or you could go super light. Let's go to the States US flag just to see what that looks like, and then we'll put like we'll be both factions at once. Well, the NCR Ranger decal. So there's different decals, right? But we got like, you know, it essentially looks like stickers on your armor. The white US flag there. More flags over here, like the more colorful patriotic flag. I just don't like the look of decals. I mean, it's customization and it's cool that it's there for those of you that want it. I just don't like what essentially amounts to looking like stickers slapped on your armor. I understand that that's what real soldiers do and stuff. They have like patches, customization, all kinds of realistic military stuff like that. It's just not my particular way that I would like to use the mod. And that's pretty much it for that. Then we'll go to the legs here. So I got a muffled leg here already. This one has a holster on the left leg. There you saw that. I mean, there's no holster. You could put an empty one, so no gun in there. Slightly improves reload speed and handling of all pistols. And this is better reload speed with pistols. Same thing here. 10mm mag holster. So it holds a magazine. And then like slightly, and this is better reload speed in general with pistols. So let's take this off to standard. So we could do that on both legs, which is kind of an interesting effect. Like I said, I like this style here. We have the 44 revolver holster. Let's just go to standard here so we can see what like our regular pistol reload looks like. And you can do all the same things here in muffled. So if you want like full muffled set, sneaky business, right? Sneaking around, all these legs, sneaky, arms sneaky, right? All that stuff. Very sneaky, okay? I still have my American flags on the arm. It does bug me. Doesn't it look just like... I mean, for one thing, it's clipping and it's doing some weird issues. But, you know, if you really want that customization there, you can absolutely do that. It's just, I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't want it on there, okay? So, if we take a pistol out, I think I have a pistol. Sure, probably do, right? You know, why not? 44 pistol. I do not have the fast hands perk on. I don't know how many people in my comments are coming in being like, I can't believe... you know, have this issue where you like always have the fast hands work on. I don't. So the reloads are just fast. Some of these animations I show off are just quick, right? Like that's just kind of the deal. So this is that, and then we're gonna show this off with both of these legs. We'll do one leg at a time. Left leg, we'll put that mag holster on there, which is supposed to be the like bigger increase. There's some 10mm mags hanging on my hip. It's technically a 44 pistol, but we'll see if it reloads quicker. I mean, a little bit, right? So maybe if we do both legs, we get a bigger, more dramatic impact. That'll be the interesting thing to see. Left leg with there's the Under Armour chest kit. Right leg, we'll put 10mm mag holster. Does it only work with the 10mm? Because I don't know. I mean, it's a little bit faster, maybe, right? It definitely is creating some kind of impact. You could do that. Obviously, you could do those mags, but you could also do like other mags. Handling is an interesting thing. So if I put 44 revolver on there, both hips, just to say I did. Handling, so it slightly increases reload speed. It doesn't. It's not making a dramatic. Handling is like ADS time and stuff, right? It does maybe feel a little snappier. That was quicker, right? Handling and like move speed maybe too. I'm not quite sure. It's a little bit. It's a little bit of perks. I'm sure it's helpful and it's having some impact, but it's not like a great impact where you're like, oh man, this is vastly improved gameplay. It's like if you use pistols, this will be beneficial to you to do this way, right? To obviously put those pistol holsters on there. Obviously, we can see that 244s on my hip. Dual big irons. The clipping is there though, so like I said, and my wrist doesn't exist currently on that one hand, or did not. Nope. See, because like it does some weird stuff here with the pistol, so I'd actually take the holsters off because I hate clipping. I'm gonna hate it. This may be a strong word to say. I dislike clipping, and it will bother me to see. So what I would prefer here is like this: no holsters. I don't need the faster reload speed. That's fine. You want faster reload speed? Take the fast hands perk. But yeah, and then we have the Under Armour, right? I don't think the Under Armour has anything too exciting about it. Obviously, shielded lining would be the best to go. Okay, so I'm supposed to put no armor on here. Purely visual mod. It doesn't seem to change anything. No decal black. So there's no, you know, ballistic weave on that Under Armour, where you could put like a vault suit on and have ballistic weave underneath if you wanted to do that. Obviously, the full black set here does look nice. And there's a lot of customization here. You could change headlamps. You could do all kinds of crazy nutso things, right? Like, you could obviously do some cool stuff. We could do other interesting things like, you know, you could put the holsters on there to get that increased reload speed, increased pistol handling. Not like a dramatic part where it becomes overpowered. And you could do the different chest armor packages where you could be better with assault rifles, be better with melee weapons and shotguns, or be better with explosives and obviously do less damage to yourself. Those are all cool features. The color options are cool. I'm not a huge fan of decals here. Stickers, slapping stickers on your shit is not exactly like something I'm a big fan of, right? Like... But it does look nice overall, I think. I think that we have some positive stuff going on here with this armor. The jetpack is obviously a cool function too. There's lots of cool things you can do customization-wise with this armor. And it's kind of your end-all, be-all, powerful in-game armor. Where whatever color you want, put patches on there if you want to. Customize it where you want a jetpack or you want to do other things with it. You can customize it towards your play style, right? Like, you could do all kinds of things with it where you are... you know, sneaky style, like I have it all muffled pieces, or you could do other different things where you can make it ultra light and you just, you know, moving around really quick, meleeing people, right? You could reduce staggers or whatever you want to do. It's a cool set of armor. It looks really cool. It looks really nice. It's a big file size, but I think with how much features you get in the set of armor, I think that it's worth it. You guys let me know what you think of the Secret Service armor recreation down in the comment section down below. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you guys want to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page or the Nexus mod page, so you can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys are new to my channel and you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. That way you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day. Whatever it may be, I will see you in the next episode.